Terrorism analyst Tom Makaitis joins us now. Tom, thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
There is no report that this is linked to a terror group. Might be one of these lone wolf situations that you've talked about in the past.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, there's a great deal we don't know and won't know until he's apprehended, but preliminary indications suggest what I would call an idiosyncratic lone wolf. Lone wolves sometimes identify with an ideological motive, but there isn't any clear indication of this either by target selection or any kind of evidence that they've revealed. He does appear to have been a disturbed individual. What's concerning is that there's some evidence that perhaps someone in his family notified authorities, but no one, notified anyone to restrict his ability to get the gun or to use it. That's a problem. Maine has what's called a yellow flag law. In other words, you need a mental health professional to sign off on an order to confiscate a firearm, which makes it even harder than it is in many other states.
Tom, let's turn to Israel, and a ground incursion, I suppose, is imminent. What do we expect from Hamas? How do you expect them to fight back against Israel?
Well, when you move into a densely populated, packed urban environment, it tends to neutralize a lot of the advantages of a high-tech maneuver warfare army like the Israeli Defense Forces. So you're into what we had to deal with in Fallujah and Mosul and so on, which is difficult street-to-street, house-to-house fighting, which is, is in fact going to cost the Israeli military casualties. They're going to be booby traps, ambushes. There's an elaborate tunnel system. And then the question is hanging over the whole thing. What are you going to do next? If you clear out the hornet's nest of Hamas, somebody has to govern Gaza, somebody has to rebuild it, and you have to provide for the people who are there. The only solution is some sort of long-term political peace agreement. Otherwise, in a few years, we'll be right back here having the same conversation.
And what is it with the status of the hostages at this point? Is it still, they're using them as pawns in this situation? What do you think is going to happen?
That's hard to say, but I mean, if they're going to be used as negotiating, as bargaining chips, there has to be something offered. I mean, if the Israeli position is turn them over so we can now go in and kill you, that's really kind of a non-starter. So I'm not really sure what they're going to do. The good news from what we have on the history of hostage taking is the longer they're alive, the more likely it is that they're going to come out of this alive. But there's no guarantee. There's still the risk of them being hit as damage, even in Israeli airstrikes, or they may start to retaliate by killing them, or they may kill them when the Israelis come in. There just are so many variables we don't know. We know there are vigorous negotiations going on behind the scene.
All right, Tom Makaitis, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tom.
Happy to help.
A man who attacked his family with a sledgehammer